Have you ever met people who argue confidently but carry complete nonsense? They are loud, convinced of their right, and absolutely wrong. Psychology claims that this is not just arrogance, it can be a sign of low intelligence. In this video, we will analyze scientifically confirmed signs of extremely low IQ. Let's go. First, excessive confidence without understanding. The effect of Kruger's-Dunning. This is when a person watched 2 videos about investments and already teaches Warren Buffett to live. The simple truth is that the less people know, the more confident they are. Why? Because they literally don't understand how much they don't know. It's like a blind spot in the mirror. You can't see it, but it's there. Such people speak loudly, confidently, and beautifully. But behind the words, there's emptiness. Logic? No. Arguments? Why, if you can just raise your voice? Second, lack of curiosity and desire to learn. A smart person looks at the world like a child. He is interested in everything. Why is the sky blue? How does the economy work? Why do cats have mustaches? And a person with low IQ says, I don't need it. New ideas scare him. Books make him grumpy. To study? No, thanks. I already know everything. In fact, learning threatens his ego. After all, if you start to study, you will have to admit that you did not know something. And it hurts. It is easier to stay in a cozy swamp of the usual. Third, black and white thinking. For such people, the world is a chessboard. Only black and white. You are either a genius or an idiot. Either a friend or an enemy. There are no Plautons. Psychologists call it cognitive rigidity. The brain simply can't bend. Difficult situations, different points of view, nuances, all this causes a short-term closure. It's easier to divide the world into right and wrong and live calmly. Flexibility of thinking is work, but you don't want to work. 4. Bad emotional control. Research confirms low IQ often comes with low emotional intelligence. A man like a powder barrel, the slightest spark and explosion. He got offended in a second. He got angry for no reason. He yelled at the cashier in the queue. Smart people work according to the scheme. Pause, analysis, response, stupid, immediately a reaction. First, a scream, then maybe thoughts. Controlling emotions is a skill, and some people just can't afford it. Fifth, constant accusations of others. Psychologists call it an external locus of control. In simple words, everyone is to blame, except me. The boss is angry, the government is bad, the weather is bad, the stars are not up to date. Such people sincerely believe that life is with them, and not because of their actions. Take responsibility for their failures? Never. Find a solution? Why, if you can find the culprit? This is a convenient position of the victim. Only victims rarely achieve success. Sixth, inability to accept another opinion. For a person with low IQ, disagreement equals insult. You said the movie is bad? That means you hate me. The argument turns into war because they take criticism of ideas as an attack on the personality. Debates require logic, analysis, the ability to listen. And these are cognitive efforts, a lot of effort. It's easier to get offended and leave by knocking on the door, or to block in social networks. After all, this is how victory is guaranteed, right? So, low IQ is not about a double in school or a diploma, it's about how your brain works. You can have 3 higher grades and still be the same person in the comments. The most scary thing is that most people will never find out the truth about themselves. It's a trap. The lower your intellect is, the less you see your own flaws. The brain just doesn't let you look in the mirror. But if you've seen enough of this, you'll be out of this category. Probably. Almost for sure. Well, most likely. Like if you're smarter than you think. Subscribe if you want to become even smarter. Comment if you have something to say. See you in the next video.